Can you even imagine little Archie, the grandson of the King of England, getting caught up in a seemingly ordinary school admission drama? It sounds almost absurd, but this is exactly what unfolded, leaving staff and parents alike stunned. The school requested standard documents, the usual birth certificate, medical records, the very basics every child needs to enroll, but instead of providing originals, Meghan handed over mere photocopies. When the school politely followed up, hoping it was a simple oversight, she refused again, insisting the palace had sealed the originals for security reasons. Staff were left baffled. After all, birth certificates aren't classified state files, and every child, royal or not, must provide proof of identity and health. Questions immediately arose. Why were the documents sealed, and why give copies at all? This wasn't an isolated incident either. It had roots stretching back to 2019, when Harry, alone, went to register Archie 11 days after his birth, without Meghan present. The pattern suggested that something more complex was unfolding behind the scenes, turning a routine school matter into a story loaded with intrigue, secrecy, and unanswered questions.
Oddly, Harry waited a full 11 days to register Archie's birth, an unusual delay for a royal child, where such registrations are normally handled almost immediately. But the real shock came a month later when the birth certificate was quietly amended. Meghan's full name, Rachel Meghan Markle, vanished entirely, replaced with the formal titles Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Sussex, and Princess of the United Kingdom. Meghan later claimed the palace had instructed her to make the change, but insiders were skeptical. Why would the palace want to erase her name from her own son's certificate? And why would she agree to it so soon after giving birth? Years later, the controversy resurfaced with the school drama in America, where palace titles mean nothing. They only require original documents. Meghan's refusal to provide them, instead handing over photocopies, only intensified speculation and raised more questions. She maintained it was for Archie's safety, insisting originals could somehow compromise his security. But schools keep records confidential, not on public display. Nothing seemed to add up, and whispers of a possible cover-up, long simmering beneath the surface, began to grow louder, hinting that what was hidden in those documents might be far more significant than anyone realized.
This wasn't just about missing documents. It hinted at something far bigger, buried deep in royal history. Sources whisper that King Charles has ties to a private fertility clinic for discreet, high-profile births. Meghan may have had access to these royal resources, making California trips unnecessary. Some speculate Archie's birth wasn't as simple as it seemed. The records could hold explosive truths about the monarchy. Meghan's refusal to provide originals starts to look like self-preservation. The palace has remained silent, and if Charles's clinic is linked, it's not just Meghan at risk. The entire royal family is. Meanwhile, Archie's school stands firm. No originals, no enrollment. Insiders say Meghan feels cornered, knowing handing over the papers could unravel the story she's carefully crafted since day one. So she leans on her ultimate card, privacy. Privacy has been Meghan's shield for years, and now whispers say she may turn to homeschooling. On the surface, it seems protective, but some insiders claim it's the perfect excuse. If she can't prove Archie's details without exposing deeper secrets, keeping him home is safest. For her, not just Archie. If the sealed documents reveal that Archie's birth wasn't the fairy tale presented, the monarchy could face a crisis. That's why Meghan stands firm against press, critics, and even school staff. The palace remains silent, tiptoeing around her, because silence protects something worth hiding. Behind the drama is a mother fighting publicly to safeguard her son, locked in a stalemate with a school refusing to bend rules. And the more Meghan resists, the more the world leans in, captivated by the mystery.
If everything about Archie's birth were truly simple, why go to such extraordinary lengths to guard the documents as if they were state secrets? In the world of royalty, nothing disappears or gets sealed by accident. It's always intentional, carefully orchestrated by design. The palace refuses to speak, Meghan won't bend, and the school remains firm, refusing to compromise, leaving a little boy caught squarely in the middle of a battle he doesn't understand. The truth hidden in those records, if ever exposed, could shake the monarchy to its core, unraveling carefully crafted stories and potentially rewriting public perception of the royal family. Silence in this world is never mere quiet. It is protection, and protection almost always signals that something powerful and dangerous is being hidden. Meghan's unshakable confidence, coupled with the palace's eerie quiet, only adds fuel to the speculation. The secret at stake may be far too explosive to ever reveal. Meanwhile, Archie's school stands its ground with unwavering rules. No originals, no enrollment. Cornered and with few options, Meghan leans on her ultimate shield, privacy, the word she has wielding for years as both armor and weapon, now fueling whispers that homeschooling might be the safest way to keep whatever secrets lie within those sealed papers buried forever.
On the surface, homeschooling might sound protective, even noble, a choice made out of care and concern for a child. But insiders suggest there's more to it than meets the eye. It could be the perfect excuse. If Meghan can't produce Archie's official details without risking the exposure of deeper secrets, keeping him at home becomes the safest option, not just for Archie, but for her own carefully guarded story. The stakes are high. If those sealed documents reveal that Archie's birth wasn't the fairy tale the world was told, it could spark a crisis that shakes the monarchy itself. That's why Meghan stands her ground, never yielding to the press, the critics, or even the school demanding compliance. And the palace? They tiptoe around her, staying silent. In royal circles, silence is never empty. It's protection, a signal that something valuable, even dangerous, is being hidden. Behind the gossip and speculation, what emerges is the image of a furious mother, locked in a very public standoff with unyielding school staff wielding her ultimate trump card, the shield of privacy. Every refusal, every carefully measured word is a reminder that in this world, secrets are power, and revealing them could change everything.
Meghan clings to her explanation like a shield, insisting she's protecting her son. And in doing so, has created a stalemate that no one could have predicted, especially the parents and onlookers at Archie's school, who watch every move with wide eyes. The whispers ripple through the parking lot. Did you hear what she said? Did you see how she refused? What should have been a simple school enrollment has turned into a spectacle, a drama that blurs the line between royal protocol and everyday life. This isn't just royal scandal, it's a playground spectacle, and everyone watching can feel the tension crackle in the air. But the bigger question lingers. Why go to such extraordinary lengths if everything was simple and straightforward? In royal life, when documents vanish, are sealed, or guarded so fiercely, it's never accidental. It's deliberate, calculated, by design. And if Archie's records are locked away so tightly, there's every reason to suspect they hide something far more explosive than a simple clerical matter. The palace refuses to speak, Meghan remains unwavering, the school won't compromise, and caught squarely in the middle is a little boy who only wants to go to class like any other child. And that's the real weight of this story. Silence in this world isn't peace, it's protection. And protection, as history has shown, always signals that there's something powerful, something dangerous, and something worth hiding.